Okay, so we've got our Heroku app set up. It's this floating thicket 44872.herokuapp.com. And I should mention, you can change this to, like, for instance, yoururl.com. And I'll talk about that in the next video. You can also rename it just by typing in Heroku rename and then typing in the name. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Do that in your command line. But go ahead and hit reload. For now, we're just going to leave it like this, and now it's time to push our development code up into Heroku. So let's head back over to our terminal here. And to do that, now normally you would save it first to Git, push it to GitHub, but we did that a couple of videos ago, and we haven't made any changes to the code since then, so we don't have to do that again. Now we just need to push it up to Heroku. So to do that, we type in git push Heroku master. It's the master branch. It's this master thing right here, right? So here we go. I'm just going to increase this. This is a cross your fingers moment, right? Most of the time, you're going to get an error. Happens a lot. I don't know why. It's just a little thing, but it'll tell you what the error is, and then you can copy it, paste it into Google, and then it'll usually bring you to a Stack Overflow article that explains what the error is and what you need to do. I'm hoping this time we're not going to get any errors because our app is very, very simple. And it looks like it's sailing right through. Now, this usually takes a minute or two, sometimes longer. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes. There's just a hiccup over at Heroku. So, you know, it's just sort of the nature of this. Even with all of that, this is still massively easier than any other hosting solution I've ever encountered. So I'm happy with how this goes, even though there's some issues with it from time to time. So we're getting some errors here. We have not declared a Ruby version. Blah, blah, blah. We can do that if we need to. But there's a difference between warning and an error. So sometimes we can still get away with not doing the things in the warning. And it looks like pressing, launching, done. It looks like it's done. So no errors at all. We are getting really lucky with this, this course. So come back here to our Heroku app and click reload. And just like that, it works. So this is now live. It's online. Anybody can come to this website address and see the thing. We can click on here. It goes to home about. That all works. We can click back here and go here. We can click this button. It all just works, and it's all online. This is production level, and this is the free version. So you could see, like, I'm hitting reload. It's reloading pretty good. And granted, it's just me. If like a few more people were visiting the website at the same time, it would get real slow, right? That's the nature of the free version. But it works good for testing purposes, and it worked. So that's it. That's we're pretty much done. In the next video, I'll talk very briefly on using a URL that's different than .heroku app. So, you know, if you wanted, like, I own johnelder.org, if you wanted that to be your website, or, you know, with your name or whatever, you know, Tim Smith, I can't type .com or something, you know, how do you use a custom domain with Heroku? So we'll talk about that in the next video.